Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
Taylor Swift may be famous for evolving her personal style to suit each of her musical eras, but Roberto Cavalli's been a constant in her sartorial storytelling since the start. So it's no surprise that when it came time to create the costumes for her blockbuster Eras tour, Swift turned to the brand's creative director, Fausto Puglisi, to put a fresh spin on some of her most iconic looks, like the gold-fringed Cavalli mini dress from her 2011 Speak Now tour, which inspired the similarly swingy style she wears for the Fearless section of the show. When Joseph Castle Falconer, Swift's stylist, and Taylor started talking about the fringe look, we went back to the archives. It was a very 2000s moment, but I proposed something a little lighter, Puglisi tells our channel Style, adding that there's far more to this metallic mini than meets the eye. Every single fringe is made of very, very small beads connected to each other. It's a work of couture and a work of craftsmanship. Taylor deserves the best. In order to understand the best place to fix every single fringe, the Sicilian designer worked off a mannequin with Swift's exact measurements, arranging the strands in a playful zigzag pattern for maximum movement. It's extremely fresh, extremely cool, extremely young and modern, but at the same time, a work of art that's so intricate and so precise, he says of the final look, which incorporates 3 different shades of gold for extra dimension. It's a lot of work, but she deserves this and more. While the Fearless dress, and its several variations, has been a constant since the tour's April 2023 kickoff, Puglisi's also peppered in new looks to keep fans on their toes, most recently, by replacing the fringed, geometric pattern tops and skirts Swift wore for the 1989 portion of her North American shows with a series of colorful, crystal-embellished ombre sets for the tour's European leg. I said, let's go back to her roots. It's about youth, Puglisi says of the flirty, flared skater skirts and strappy bustiers. The inspiration was Taylor herself, and while the designer whipped up the same top and skirt combo in 20-something colors, and there's more coming, he teases, it was Swift's idea to mix and match them like she mixes musical notes. I designed them, thinking about mixing orange with orange, turquoise with turquoise, purple with purple, he explains. But when we met in Paris, Joseph said, she likes to mix them together. I start screaming from happiness, because I'm obsessed with color blocking. It's so Miami Vice and it's so colorful and it's so fresh. There is this sense of freedom in mixing these colors. As for whether the big cat emblem adorning each of the tops is an Easter egg, as some fans have theorized, they're not entirely off. While it's a brand signifier, it also nods to Swift's well-documented fondness for felines. Wildcats are part of the DNA of Cavalli, so I said, why don't we put the brooch here? And she loved it, Puglisi says. She loves cats, I love cats. The designer looked to a different animal for inspiration when dreaming up the perfect look for the Reputation portion of Swift's show, the snake. When Joseph explained to me that she's the queen of snakes, I thought that was a fantastic idea. And at the end of the day, it became so iconic, Puglisi says of his asymmetrical catsuit adorned with sparkly intertwined serpents. Fans have noticed that while Swift alternates between a few different looks for the other eras of her show, we've only seen one Reputation costume, and that, coincidentally, the superstar has yet to reveal the release date for her re-recorded version of that album. With an announcement looming, could new catsuits be in the works? You will never know, Puglisi says with a laugh. She loves to surprise people. Some Swifties have even joked about her Reputation look shedding like an actual snake, and Puglisi acknowledges that when outfits designed with delicate embellishments are being worn for hours-long performances night after night, wear and tear is par for the course. We have dictates, of course, the zipper must be one way, we have to be careful with crystal placement. There are so many secrets, he says, adding that Swift's stylist is fantastic at ensuring any snags or missing sequins are fixed in between shows. Joseph is the real genius behind the SCE,